Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how you can take an Excel file and use the data in this Excel file to create a Microsoft Access database. So in this Excel file named retirement accounts, we have two worksheets. So each of these worksheets will become our tables in the database. So the first one is employee and then the other one is account. Also, these two worksheets or tables are related to each other through the account ID. Okay, so once we have this Excel file, we don't need to do much. First go to Access, then we open a blank database. So we can give it any name that we want. So I'm just gonna name it as retirement accounts. So you can leave space between words here. It doesn't matter. So click create. Now the access will start with a design page where you can insert your tables and their columns. You can pick the primary keys, change their data types, and you can do a lot of things. However, what I'm going to do is I'm going to close this table and go to external data, and under this external data menu you can see that there's an option where we can import Excel spreadsheet. So I'm gonna click this, and here you need to find the Excel file that you want to use. So this is here. I already saved it to uh, one of the folders. So retirement accounts, open, and then okay. So now you can see that Access noticed that there are two potential tables in this Excel file. So we can insert those potential tables to the database one by one. So I'm going to start with employee. So I'm going to click employee and then click next. Now you can see that it says first row contains column headings, which is true. And then now you can see that Access is trying to kind of guess the data type. So if you like that this column is double, you can leave it like that. However, I want to make it an integer, so I can change it here. Or if you want to make it something else. The name, you can see that it picked it up correctly. Account ID, similarly. Annual contribution, I'm going to leave it as double. Or if you want to make it integer again, you can make it integer here. Next. Now this is the case. This is the step where you choose a primary key. So if you let Access add a primary key, it's going to add an automatic primary key named ID. However, I want to choose my own primary key. So you can change it here to any column that you like, or leave it as the one that is predicted by Access, which was employee ID. So then that's pretty much it. And then you can change the name of the table as well, or just use the worksheet name. So I'm gonna use the worksheet name. So finish. This is this is a page where you can actually save the steps of the import, but it's not that useful. So our table is here. When you click that, you can see that you can add new data. So the table is here. Now I'm gonna add the second table. Same steps. Again, go to use the browse option to find the Excel file. Then click OK. So we already added the employee table. So now the account table. So similar idea. First row contains column headings. That was by the design of the Excel file. And then account ID, it's text. Account name is text. Maximum contribution is double. Again, we can let access add a primary key or choose our own primary key. I'm going to choose account ID as our primary key. The name of the table will stay as access. So I'm going to finish, and that's it. So we have our two tables. Now we can also make sure that these two tables are related to each other. So if you go to database tools, you can see that there is this relationship option. So here we can add the table. So I'm going to add the account table and the employee table. So those. So now you can see that by default there is no relationship between these two tables. However, by just clicking on the account type, we know that these two are related to each other. So just click one of them and then just drag and drop to the other one, so you can see that there's this page where you can create the relationship, and that's it. So if you don't like that drag and drop, you can also always say delete this, so start from scratch. So you can just click this, and then here you can click create new, and now you can say left table is account, right table is employee, your account ID, and then that's pretty much it, and then you just click create. So when you close, that relationship is there, and then you can go back to database tools, click the relationship, and you can see that these two tables are related to each other. So that's it. Now